You should have been, you were warned. Play with somebody family, and that goes for all of y'all, because y'all thought that for some reason, because I wasn't speaking on anything, y'all thought that y'all could keep using it as a drag, as a diss.
And you know, you put out this record called Hiss. Could you tell us what the name means, first of all?
Basically, you know, when a snake feel like you've been playing and like doing a whole bunch of swaying, it's basically telling you to back off. Like, I hear you, I see you, get up off me now.
Nicki Minaj, Nicki the Hammer, Barbie, let's get it. 1 foot, 2 foot, red foot, blue foot. When it comes to Megan Thee Stallion, the bitch got 1 foot. When it comes to rap, I demonstrate. When it comes to legs, Megan amputate.
Has Megan Thee Stallion just won this beef between her and Nicki Minaj? This is despite Megan apparently getting sued, and to make matters worse, after Nicki dropped her first 5 diss tracks aimed at her. Some of Nicki's fans started targeting Megan's late mom, and they were planning to do some serious and unspeakable stuff to her tombstone. Loves, how did Megan manage to come out on top of this beef that was getting insanely out of control? Let's get into it.
Megan has been dissing Nicki, and now that Nicki has gone on the offense, people are upset. So if she responds too slow, she's a flop. And if she responds too fast, she's obsessed, a stalker, this and that. I guess at this point, I want to ask y'all, what are the rap beef rules? What are the rap beef commandments?
So, as we all know, beefs are a big part of rap, but this Nicki and Megan beef has to be the craziest of this year. Now, let me give you a quick recap of how things started so we can all get our timelines right. So, recently Megan dropped a single from her upcoming album, Cobra. This album in particular is supposed to be huge for Megan because she's releasing as an independent artist since she had some major drama with her previous record label, which even saw Megan file for temporary restraining order. Like, it's an entire story that we just won't get into today. Anyways, Megan released her song titled Hiss, and it was an instant hit, gaining over 28 million streams on Spotify alone in less than 2 weeks. Loves, Megan wasn't playing on the song, seemingly appearing to throw shade at her haters and several people who have trash talked her in the past. From her ex Drake, speaking of Drake, he has this beef with Megan seemingly starting when he dropped his song, Circo Loco, in which he dissed Megan out of nowhere, but it seemed like Megan was just waiting for her time. Megan dropped this line taking aim at Drake's scars, which rumor has it he got while undergoing a secret ab surgery. However, she continued rapping and throwing shade at people without mentioning names. That was until Nicki Minaj came out on IG Live fuming about what Megan said about her husband. Now, at first, nobody thought Megan was talking about Nicki since she didn't mention any names, but Nicki seems to be of a contrary opinion. Nicki was throwing all sorts of insults at Megan, who shocked a lot of people who assumed that they were friends after they released their song Hot Girl Summer together. Loves, what Nicki was angry about was a verse in Meg's song that said, "These don't be mad at Megan, these mad at Megan's laws."
And like I said, I'm proud of Megan for speaking up for herself.
Now, I would say on the nigga
But
lines.
you want the smoke, you about to...
Right.
Nicki about to bring you the chimney.
Now, according to Nicki, this diss was aimed at her husband, Kenneth Petty, a registered offender who got on the offenders list back in 1995 for an attempted R-word incident that saw him serve jail time. And by the way, Nicki's husband got into further trouble in 2021 after he moved from New York to California and failed to register on the offenders list that he had relocated. Y'all, this was a huge issue because Nicki's husband is classified as a level 2 offender, which means according to the law, he is a moderate risk to society of repeating his previous offense, thus is required by the law to inform the government so that they can update their database and let his neighbors know that he is on the list. Now, of course, taking into account how serious of an issue this is, Nicki has always been defensive about her husband whenever the topic was brought up. But the way that she went off on Megan in her live was savage and different. People even started saying that the reason she was exceptionally angry was not only because of Megan's allegedly dissing her husband, but also her brother, who is on the offender list. Y'all, on her IG Live, Nicki was so angry that she even took a dig at Meg's mother, who passed away in 2019 after battling a cancerous brain tumor. She repeatedly called Megan a fragmented foot and claimed that she lied on her dead mama.
Listen, baby, you can make as many motherfucking fake pages as you want to. You the one that lied on your dead mama On your dead mama, lied 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 on your dead mama. Bitch took lying to her dead to a new level, bitch. But every one of y'all, bloggers, YouTubers, all of y'all, let me tell y'all something. What my pen don't catch, the universe will.
Loves, people were understandably shocked by this, with many calling it a low blow and uncalled for. Just take a look at these people's reactions after seeing Nicki's live. This is so embarrassing. She didn't drag Megan, she embarrassed herself. To be honest, I think Megan bodied her. Nicki has yet to win a rap beef, from Kim to Remy and now Megan. Nicki needs to face the fact that she's expired. 20 minutes of the same lines on repeat in the background and gibberish freestyling. This has the audacity to repeat dead mama and Bigfoot the whole time too. I'm appalled by how bothered she is by this woman, and if you think 20 minutes of screaming at your phone about one person is something an A-list celebrity should be doing, then I'm 100% sure you should seek therapy.
Excuse me, Apple fan page 70 said, please put out a diss track, Nicki. Sweetheart, I'ma put what I put out when I wanna put it out, baby. Queen time. You heard me? Thank you. Love you.
Now, of course, everybody was waiting to see what type of response Megan would give. And they didn't have to wait long, because the very next day, Megan went on The Breakfast Show when she was asked if she mentioned Nicki's or anyone else's name, and she gave a not-so-slick reply. On the other hand, Nicki continued to post about Megan the whole time, encouraging her barbs to get activated. This led to fans, some of her fans, to start playing not nice with other social media users who dared to speak negatively about Nicki. It got so bad that Nicki's fans were found where Meg's mom was laid to rest and were threatening to go and do unspeakable things to her tombstone.
Ask about my prophecies. Lying on your dead mama, lie on your dead mama, lied on your dead mama, lie on your dead mama, lied on your dead mama, lied on your dead, on your dead mama, on your dead mama. She said she lied on her dead mama, on her dead mama, lied on her dead mama, lied on her dead mama. Now she wanna go on Gayle King and lie, lie. You a lie, you nasty little lie. You bitch always lie. You beat, you fuck your friend, bitch. You wild.
And guys, at this point, it seemed like Nicki was obsessed with Megan. She was constantly writing tweets about Megan and liking stories and tweets that talked about Megan negatively. She then teased her diss track saying, "It's been ready for 2 days, just was trying to be cool and let her get her little streams. Wasn't gonna say anything, but remember how everyone kept my name in their mouth and how I said the next person mentioned my family gonna regret it? BTW, they haven't even heard the song. Who said it's even a diss? Never even knew I had this much power. Didn't charge her for the Hot Girl Summer verse that I recorded the night she begged and begged to go on my live. But it's okay." After this, Nicki released her diss track titled Bigfoot, which was a dig at Megan's incident with Tory Lanez, where she got pew-pewed in the foot as they were living at Kylie Jenner's party. Throughout the whole song, it was just insulting after insult aimed at Megan. The first verse even begins with Nicki saying, "Your flow is such a bore. Drinking a bottle of Henny through a straw bee, you better stop that dialogue before I hit Carl and buy your catalog." Loves, remember when I told you about Megan's drama with her record label? Well, that line was aimed at that, because the Carl mentioned by Nicki is Carl Crawford, a Houston-based former MLB player and the owner of Megan's former record label, 1501 Certified Entertainment. Megan's issues with 1501 publicly began in 2020 with a lawsuit she filed against Carl. Megan alleged that the contract the label had her sign 2 years prior was unreasonable and that she was being prevented from releasing new music. Nicki didn't stop there though. While promoting her diss track, Nicki insinuated that Megan was acting like Rihanna because she was apparently playing the sympathy card since her incident with Tory Lanez. This statement also caught people off guard because she was low-key also throwing shade at Rihanna, referencing her incident with Chris Brown all those years ago. Nicki then denied the claims that she encouraged her fans to find where Megan's mom was laid to rest and destroy it.
After this, I'm gonna go back to minding my broke business and let the millionaires beef with the millionaires. But look at this. I don't even look. I am speechless.
After this, Nicki categorically stated that Megan would never make it in the industry without provoking Nicki in her diss track so that she could stay relevant. This was odd to me because only one verse was what Nicki was mad about, and Megan never mentioned her in the first place. And when she was asked why she seemed to be the only one posting stuff about Megan, she said, "I understand that it's confusing and chaotic and they don't understand my personality. When people see me tweeting, they think I'm tweeting like this. No, I'm actually rolling on the floor laughing most of the time." Now, despite Nicki's diss track going viral, it has received a lot of backlash from people. Everything about this song screams 15-year-old SoundCloud artist rapping on a school night in his room while his parents are asleep. If spiraling was a person, this is a narcissistic meltdown. I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks this is trash. It just sounds like someone played a beat with someone losing their mind and babbling. Nicki talking about Megan's nose is crazy, knowing she has more things done to her body than any other person. I used to be a hardcore Barb. Like, I was really obsessed with Nicki. I had her CDs, her posters in my room. She was my idol. It's been a long time, but I think it's sad to think that she could have retired from the game with style, but instead she became bitter and hateful, especially toward younger female artists. What a shame. I think we have toxically hyped Nicki up so much as fans that she truly thinks this was a good idea / song. This is horrid. Not only because we know she can do better, but also because she is in the wrong on this one and there is no defense for it.
Can we just for a second talk about the irony in this artwork? Self-admittedly, we know that Meg is a stallion. We know that she was shot in the foot. By calling her Bigfoot, we know that it's supposed to be condescending and degrading. But it is not lost on me, and I hope y'all see what I see. Because this artwork to me tells me that you see Meg as this beast, this force to be reckoned with, this beast that is destroying, coming for your territory, wreaking havoc in your space. And we know that deep down, that's really the root of it all, is Nicki feeling threatened. But I don't think she thought it through, and I don't think her team of yes men thought it through either. And real quick, this was not much better because I see what she was going for. I see what she was trying to do with this image. But if you are creative, if you're a writer, if you took a single English class in high school, the symbolism to me is giving Meg was here first. And like, let's not even get into the AI of it all, because what was the budget for this artwork? $2? Ma'am, why does this cop have 2 fingers? Why does the caution tape have gibberish on it? And why are we surrounded by police cars? Overall, I just don't think it's giving what she thought it would give. Nicki babes, just sit this one out.
Loves, you might think that Megan's only issue was Nicki, but now that doesn't seem to be the case, because Victims, the father whose case inspired the law, has come out and called Megan's verse on his disrespectful and offensive. Now, Loves, to understand why he said this, you must first understand what Megan's law is. So basically, Megan's law is a law that mandates the police to keep track and inform local schools, daycare centers, and residents of the presence of a registered offender in their community. Now, people are urging the victim's parents to take legal action against Megan Thee Stallion because, according to them, she's profiting from the horrific things, the unspeakable things that they had to go through. But some people had different views on the issue. Just take a look at the reactions when the news broke. It's disrespectful to alert hundreds of thousands of people who didn't know about this law know about it through a song. You can't sue or take legal action for using a term of law. He was paid by Nicki to say that. Oh, Nicki probably paid him. And what about how Nicki used it in that song too? If anything, a lot of people didn't even know what Megan's law was, including myself. It brought awareness. How can it be disrespectful when this law is helping other people and she got people to actually look into Megan's law? Taking legal actions when she brought awareness is crazy. Nevertheless, I understand he doesn't want it involved in rap beef in general.
Honestly, I understand why the parents are upset, because why would you want to hear your daughter's name in reference to registered ex-offenders? You understand what I'm saying? And why use your daughter's name in a diss track, okay? I understand that. However, her name is the name of the law. If you have a problem with the name being associated with that law, then you shouldn't have let your daughter's name be the name of that law.
Now, many people have pointed out that the main reason Nicki came after Megan was because she did a song with Cardi B and Nicki has beef with Cardi B. But some people also brought up the fact that Nicki seems to put down any female rapper that seems to challenge her, but Megan seems to be coming out of all of this beef on top because she just announced that she has struck a major distribution deal with Warner Music, meaning that now she owns the masters to her own music. And by the way, did I mention that despite making fun of Megan, Nicki doesn't own her own masters? I am sure whatever Nicki is right now, she is hating on this so bad. Just take a look at how Megan took to Instagram to celebrate this huge step for her. She captioned her post saying, "Thank you, God. Hotties today, history was made. Today I signed a distribution deal with my new family, Warner Music, where I maintain my independence as an artist and my own masters and publishing. This is the first deal of its kind. I hope artists still on the come up or even artists who are already established never get discouraged by all the obstacles that come with this industry. Even with the odds all against me, I fought for myself, the hotties fought for me, and Rock Nation fought for me. I am forever grateful. Let's really keep running it up, hotties." Shout out to Mama Holly. I know she is guiding me through all this. But what do y'all think about this whole beef? And do you think that Megan has finally won this whole drama? Let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to check out my previous videos to ensure that you are up to date with all the tea. Till next time, bye loves!